meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight's my pleasure to welcome back to the program the Wild Boys, Chris Pontius and Steve-O.
Yeah, dude. Keep it rock alive.
You know, and Drew, I think you'll agree with me when I say that there's something there's something very compelling about both these two gentlemen.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
No, and I mean, we know guys who are obnoxious. We know guys that are out there. We know guys who do a lot of shock stuff and everything. But there's something genuine about Steve and Chris that's something very compelling, is people.
I have a real question.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as hermaphrodites?
Yes.
And there is, thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a plan?
Well, no.
There was something on your list.
I'm just going to start off hot. There was this one night in Washington, D.C.
Oh, that was not a hermaphrodite, though.
Well, no. I was told. Okay, now I met this individual. Okay, it was like
I'm just saying that's a she/him kind of thing, right?
No, don't tell me that.
That's got a Y chromosome.
Let's tell.
Okay, well,
let's put it this
Drew,
way.
don't judge yet.
All right.
Let's hear. Let's hear the story.
Well, it looked to me like a completely hot chick, and I'm talking like totally hot.
Had a penis.
Well, no, there had been an operation, but it's described to me.
Born with a penis.
Okay, it was described to me that this person was born as a hermaphrodite, is how I was told. This person had been a hermaphrodite and then had an operation to make themselves completely female, which is my version of the story.
Now, what is
everyone else says that it was actually a dude.
Well, did you have sex?
I heard about a prosthetic plastic vagina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was. I didn't investigate that.
Well, what did you do? Did you have oral sex? Or?
Yeah. I received oral sex.
You received oral?
Yes, and that's my question. Did a dude give me a hummer?
He's asking, am I gay? That's what he's asking.
No, I'm not asking if I'm gay.
I think we have to say affirmative.
I know I'm not gay.
Oh.
No,
I know I'm not gay, but
right.
Yeah, but the question is,
you fix one car, you're not a mechanic.
All right. This was not a hermaphrodite. It was either someone
telling you, it looked like a hot chick to me.
Something what's called ambiguous genitalia. They can't tell whether it's male or female.
Okay, because there was no Adam's apple. The hands were small.
And what they
the
do,
fake boobs were amazing.
Yeah, what they do is sort of complete what nature couldn't complete usually, but they try to assess whether it's a male or female and make it what it's supposed to be.
What is a true hermaphrodite?
A true hermaphrodite, I'm not sure it actually exists. I'll have to look at it. I think it has existed, but it's exceedingly rare to have both male and female
You
sex
just have
organs.
them both?
Have them both.
All right.
And usually it's either, it's something called testicular feminization, where you have two X chromosomes, but you don't respond to testosterone, so you become a female.
Right.
Or it's something with ambiguous genitalia, and people try to turn you into something just based on what the easiest surgery is to do.
Well,
this was a hot chick, not a dude, and I feel much better knowing
you're gay.
It doesn't make you gay because
that's not even gay, dude.
Here's what I'm saying. If you're backing your car down the driveway and the neighbor kid's riding by in the big wheel and you run him over, you're not a murderer, even though you killed somebody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not volitional.
There's a million ways.
manslaughter. It's
There's a
manslaughter.
million ways
It's
to
getting close.
justify it.
At the time, I did not consider it to be a dude in any way.
Right. Now,
He's committed manslaughter too, as you're
right.
saying.
This doesn't make you gay. The guy you cornholed later that night in your hotel room, that makes you gay.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. All right, we were informed that earlier this evening the Wild Boys were on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and that there was a slight mishap involving Steve's ass.
I'm not sure it was a mishap.
A mishap.
It wasn't a mishap at all.
It was supposed to happen?
Yeah, it was a very deliberate clamping of an alligator onto my butt cheek.
Oh, really?
Did it hold?
yeah.
Did it hold for a few beats?
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, it held nicely.
Was it bare butt or was it?
It was the.
You can pull it toward you.
I had a I had a fairly conservative full rear camouflage bikini.
Brazilian cut.
Yeah, Brazilian.
Well, show
cut.
Adam your ass. I saw it. I looked at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did it look?
Like a small alligator.
It bit me on the
You're
part
gay.
that was bare.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's actually a neat looking
Well,
bite.
it's pretty good. It's about 4 or 5 inches long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. And now, is it a
That 4 or
baby
5 inches turns
alligator?
real small.
Is it a baby alligator or a teenage alligator?
It was a
Adolescent,
teenager.
yeah.
How do you know it wasn't going to do its little twisting thing and pull off flesh?
I was so prepared to lose some. I really thought I was going to lose a big chunk of my butt.
Yeah.
It's all chance. We did it once before. And it almost got really bad.
Yeah, we did it once before. I did the death roll, and what it wound me up with was these grooves that went around in a circle. You know, I got like the
Yeah, I screamed in terror. Mel Gibson even screamed in terror.
It doesn't. Was he on?
Yeah.
He stayed out for our interviews. Rad.
The thing about the gator is how do you get the mouth open once it clamps down? Don't you have to pry it open?
There's been times
That's the
when
big mystery.
You just fart on it or something? What do you think?
No, we haven't figured that out. I guess you just wait till
Well,
he
it's not
wants
still
to let it
there.
go.
What happened tonight?
He let go.
Yeah, he did let go.
And do you test the gator? Do you get like an AIDS test for the gator or Gatorades? Wait a minute, write that down.
Nice.
There's been some of that. Like people always tend to worry about the gator more.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point. I guarantee that gator's vomiting in its hotel room right now. All right, so Wild Boys, we were talking to Chris and Steve-O about sharks during the break before the show and swimming with the sharks and doing. I mean,
We brought somebody with him who was a shark swimmer.
Man, everybody knows Manny. Everybody loves Manny.
Our hero Manny Puig has come with us, and in a little while he's going to come onto the air. And yeah, he is the
busy doing
gnarliest
something right
guy
now.
with sharks in the world.
Where have you guys gotten to go in your travels with Wild Boys? I mean, have you been everywhere,
South
right?
Africa, Florida, Alaska, Australia, New Zealand, Costa Rica, Belize, Kenya, Rwanda, India, Indonesia, Brazil.
Wow. I've been to Van Nuys and Sherman Oaks.
And
my
we did
claim to fame.
we did the deep south of America and Mexico.
But to tell you
Wow.
the truth, everywhere pretty much looks like California.
Really? And where are you going? Like what can we expect? What's coming up?
We're heading to Argentina in a few
Thailand,
weeks.
and Russia.
What are you going after in Argentina?
Prostitutes.
I know that, but I mean, what are you going to film? Prostitutes?
No, I really don't know, man. Like we pay no attention to our production schedule. Like we go to sleep fully unaware of what we're going to be
I
doing.
think
the next
Steve
day.
did mushrooms before tonight's show.
He does seem like he's got a little mushroom in him.
I quit mushrooms,
Oh, really?
and then I unquit ferociously.
All right, that's tonight, right?
No.
Now, what do you got going tonight? Couple beers?
Yeah, just I had dinner at the Rainbow on the Sunset Strip. I
Nice.
had 2 screwdrivers,
Yeah.
and this is like my 3rd beer since then.
And we saw
All
Steve
right.
at that axe party we did.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm dying to tell that
He
story.
was naked, right?
I was with my former
He attacked
girlfriend.
me with his penis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Steve had a really super hot girlfriend. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. I did Stern the next morning, and I was angry about. I went to bed angry, spiteful.
Yeah.
And then I thought, wow, this guy's got range. One minute he's getting a BJ from some he-she.
Yeah.
The next minute he's got some hot, wafy supermodel on his arm.
Oh, my
and then
God.
the next minute he's got an alligator on his
You need
ass.
variety.
Well, you know what? Yeah, absolutely.
Who
But,
was that? That was some model?
Yeah.
That was his girlfriend.
Yeah, and my girlfriend, May
Ex-girlfriend.
Anderson. Yeah, she's the best, man. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
what kind of
It's just-
model?
it's not-
What?
She was a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition model, Victoria's Secret catalog model.
Wow.
She was the spokesmodel for Wonder Bra, I think.
And what happened?
I don't know. Like it just when we were together all the time, it was a piece of cake. But then, once work really kicked in.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you got to get back to 9 to 5 and the alligators on your ass and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
but,
So now we're at this party, okay?
Yeah.
And I was just.
but
drinking.
you didn't dump her, did you?
Well, no, it just kind of happened. There was just too much static on
Okay,
the
so
airwaves.
dumped him.
She
Feel-
dumped
you'll
you.
feel
Good.
better.
I feel
Yeah,
it. I feel
I got
better.
totally dumped.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
okay.
Carolla's back.
Yeah.
So I remember that at this party, I asked Dr. Drew. I said, Dr. Drew, what do you look for, in women? What fulfills you about having sex? Was my question.
What, me or what
Yeah,
one?
I said, dude, Dr. Drew, you. Like, what fulfills you about having sex? And
Oh,
and
no.
Dr. Drew walks around. Okay, there's he's really observing him where May was. And he whispers into my ear. He says, "It's all about the chick."
Yeah.
And I said, "No way, Dr. Drew. I really expected to hear." you say, like good old fashioned love, And I said that, and he said, yeah. He said, good old fashioned love is the 10th of 10 criteria. And then I introduced him to me. I said, this is my girlfriend. She's a Victoria's Secret model, and whatever. I was like, does that count as any of the criteria? And Drew said, that's about 7 of the 10 criteria. I love that love came in.
He was talking to somebody else. I mean, who was this funny guy that you were talking to?
Well, Drew, I remember that night. You were high as a kite.
He was drunken on mushrooms.
I love that.
Well, we did some of those anal poppers
I'm
right
funny
before
like
you.
that. I was going to do that before the show.
Oh my God, Drew is completely denying it, and I love that.
Here's what you don't.
Yes.
Let me explain something about Drew. You, Steve, may be sexually compulsed, but Drew is passionate.
Yeah.
And, And your sexual compulsive behavior can never hold a candle to Drew's true passion.
He's never tried to.
I never tried to.
Okay.
Never tried to.
He did one after me with his penis, though. You did admit it.
Well, when you asked me if I had a dildo that night, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I can only assume that I did.
Somebody showed me a picture of that moment later too. I was like, great.
So it was a photo op. Of course, probably chased with my wiener.
Man, I can't believe that beautiful creature let you have sex with her. So hot. She was so hot. Remember that, Drew?
We're on great terms, and she's wonderful.
All right. Let's tell you. I got to say this, and take this in the spirit in which is intended. But there's that good news, bad news thing when the next guy comes along, which is wow, this chick is smoking hot. Steve-O was on top of her 3 weeks ago. Like, wow. I'd have to do a thing where I really did some. I do man. I got to smoke would start pouring out of my ears. I need time to. I got to work this out. I just got to work it out.
It's a catch-22.
It really is.
God.
Wow.
Oh my God! I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Someone could
really
be stirring your porridge right now.
Yeah. But
Nobody
believe
really
me, that guy's tortured. Believe you me. All right.
Man, I love being here. I feel so unaccountable for anything I say when I'm here.
Yeah. It's not, no one hears this. It's not like the Tonight Show. Danny?
Yeah.
Danny, you're 18. What's up?
Hey guys. I want to give a shout out to the Wild Boys first thing. Steve-O and Chris Pontius. You guys are gods, man.
You're gay.
I'm not gay.
All right.
Yeah, dude. You're just very confident in your sexuality.
Yeah.
Sexiest man beefs you're ever gonna meet.
All right, Danny, what's going on?
Okay.
Whatever.
Dr. Drew. I was wondering what your what advice you give me on realistic penis enlargements.
Yeah, what about that, Drew?
Well, no, what does he mean, though? What do you mean? What's the problem?
Like it's enlarged.
What do you mean realistic? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm watching these Enzyte commercials,
No.
Yeah.
There is a surgery that you can do, and there's 2 stages to it. In fact, I'm going to interview. I scrubbed in on one of these surgeries and did one, and I'm going to be interviewing a guy that claims.
When you say did one, you assisted.
I assisted in one, and I'm going to have a guy on my television program where he's going to claim it's the greatest thing he ever did for himself, which I'm skeptical about. But the first thing you do is they dig into above your pubic bone and disconnect the tendon, or it's actually a ligament that holds the penis to the pubic bone, so it pushes out another inch or so. So you gain an inch that way. It's sort of like telescoping out.
Yeah.
And then they take the skin, they unglove, take the skin all the way off the penis, and sew in some cadaver tissue. Basically, it looks like a giant ravioli, and you sew that in. And
goes all the way around.
Goes all the way around. Well, about 3/4 of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then but it goes stem to stern.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pull the skin back up.
How many of those do you stack up, or is it just one?
No, you
one
stack
pancake?
up. They stack up 4 of them.
Wow, I think I could do 3 and get it right.
They're two like Pop-Tarts, 4 high.
Yeah.
And they sew them all the way around.
And let me just say that you guys who have the donating your organ sticker on your license, that's where it's going.
It's going to somebody's penis.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, how many of these surgeries are cases of the penis actually being too small, and how many of the surgeries are cases of these people having really whack mental problems?
I think the small penis is about 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Now the surgeon claims that these guys don't have whack problems; they're satisfied, happy customers afterwards. I don't know.
Now, what, are there any statistics on retention of sensation.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
You
it
get
is?
20% range increase in growth, 1 inch in length, and normal sensation.
Wild boys go to Beverly
No,
Hills.
what a great question this guy called with too. It's like, hey, Dr. Drew, what's up with these pills, dude? Do they work? Like, should I be calling up?
Pills don't do anything.
Yeah,
No,
screw those
pills-
pills.
no,
You need
come on.
surgery, man. I want to get it.
Why
Great-
not?
great-
It'd be a good
I'm
episode.
happy with my wiener, but I'd be happier if it was 2 feet long.
Yeah.
Great South Park time. Mr. Garrison gets a sex change operation.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
It's on-
And, well, listen, and just to I think I swear to God they were listening to this show. And as a result of that, Kyle decides he wants to play basketball, and he feels like he's a black man caught in a little white boy's body.
Yeah.
And so he wants to turn into a big black man, and he does.
Drew loves South Park now. It's his new favorite
but
show.
Think of the
Well, wait,
it's a
I
great
want
message.
It is, but I like to steer it back to Steve-O's penis,
yes.
which I can see in my mind's eye because
Oh.
I have the Playboy channel,
Yeah.
and his penis is
Prominently.
Well, there's some shows where it's actually exposed, and then on other shows they just put it in the lower right-hand corner, just like a ghost, like the one that says
I've never seen that show.
ESPN2. Yeah, it's just Steve-O's joint in the lower right-hand
Oh,
corner.
does
Night
it-
calls, everything. Playboy After Dark, everything.
Does it wave like the flag does on Fox Channel?
It'll get your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we
sometimes
don't know. Not actually wave
sometimes
like it's
it looks
waving to
better
you,
than
but like a
others.
flag. Like
it'll screw up the subtitles too on the foreign
yes.
amateur videos.
Right.
You can't read the whole thing sometimes. Steve's penis goes in the lower right.
I never heard that. I've heard a lot of compliments about that show, but never that specific.
Steve, he makes fun of his penis, but it's really it's quite average.
you like it.
It's nice. There's nothing wrong with it, and he keeps it shorn. He keeps it nicely
Groomed.
manicured.
Oh man,
Yeah,
dude, look what's going on today.
It's smart.
Oh, no.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
He's got a 70s bush going.
Listen, I don't have to look. Oh wow, it's back. It's back. I don't. If I want to see Steve-O's penis, I just close my eyes. I don't have to look across the console.
Yeah, now you can do either way.
That's right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close one eye and see Steve's old penis
Hey,
and
did
leave
you see
the one open.
See the penis on my arm?
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I do.
Yeah.
It's closer to me. I had to look at it the whole time last night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a weeping penis.
Wow.
No, it's a dribbling penis.
Well,
Awesome.
And it says USA underneath it.
Well, all I'm saying is you guys could definitely do a domestic episode where you got a little bit of fat added to Steve's dork, or possibly Chris's.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think, boy, that's the ultimate sort of
Oh,
wild
man, I was
thing.
just thinking the wild boys.
I'm the kind of guy, like, if I was a chick, I would get, like, the
breast.
soup. I'd be driving down to Tijuana
Right.
to get an operation that's not legal to do here.
Too big.
Yeah, I want the 2-foot wiener.
Right.
I had an idea.
I don't even care if it feels good for anybody. I just
Right. No, feels good for you.
yeah, hell
Do
yeah.
what do they have, Drew? Do they have one size or a maximum potential, or can you step it up? You know what I mean?
No, it's one size basically. It's 1% basically. It's
Wiener-
four
wiener that
raviolis
you already
that,
have.
you know.
You can get a certain amount, 20% more out of
Yeah.
what you have, but you can't get 70%.
Right. I sort of asked those kinds of questions, and they were a little vague as to why they don't try to push
for
the
broke?
push the envelope. But I think the sort of they've got this. It works. There are no complications.
You
There's
know,
no other-
somewhere in the world they are pushing the envelope.
Oh yes.
That's where you want to be.
like a donkeys.
What do you think? How much does something like that cost? Did you find that
I'm gonna
out?
find. I still haven't interviewed the guy.
That's the first question.
I haven't
you
interviewed
had.
the guy.
You stood next to him while a guy had his pants down for 2 hours.
I was
You asked him
holding. I
how
was
much.
looking at a
And
bloody
he's calling
penis.
us gay.
And when you say bloody penis, you mean not in the British term. You mean your actual
No, an
penis
actual
covered in
bleeding
blood.
penis.
All right.
My sister and my brother-in-law are plastic surgeons. I could probably get this thing for free.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Where do they work?
New York City.
Wow.
Think about that.
Your parents have. Well,
My dad's a doctor too.
is he disappointed?
Huh?
Is he
Not
traumatized
even,
by
dude.
your lifestyle?
No.
Totally proud.
No.
They're
Okay.
very proud of me.
Actually, because his parents told him never to stop what he does.
Really?
Just don't stop.
But just don't do it here.
Well, no, they did.
No,
other
no,
places. They love
really?
it.
Yeah, they love it.
Really? That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Liberal. I like that. All right. And you guys both went to the Ringling Brothers.
No, that was just me.
Oh, what says
Yeah,
What kind of doctor was your dad?
Chris?
He's a cardiologist.
Your sister's a plastic surgeon. How many other siblings do you have?
I have a brother.
He's a cop.
He's an accountant now.
Oh, is he?
He was a cop?
Yeah.
It's rangy.
Wow.
And his mom bought him when Chris's cop brother started smoking pot. Chris's mom bought him a hat with a marijuana leaf on it.
She was supportive of whatever we were into.
Wow.
That was years before he became a cop.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with his family. They sound liberal, and I would go Jew, but Pontius, no, and then they wouldn't be supportive of the whole Wild Boys thing. I'm trying to think. It's a very eclectic, interesting, liberal family. Yeah?
You give positive support to the parents. I mean, to the kids.
Kids, right?
No matter what.
No matter what they do.
And
freedom.
Yeah. But do they worry about you?
So there's nothing to rebel against.
My dad worries about me.
Yeah.
No, they really don't worry about me.
They don't? They're not worried you get trampled in a stampede or eaten by bull shark or something?
They're not really worried. I think they're so used to it. They don't want me to become they'd be worried if I was a drug addict or something like that.
Right.
So that's where they thought he was going.
Oh, I see.
This is like, phew.
Totally.
Yeah.
I've taken my energy, my wild energy, and put it somewhere positive.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Yeah.
Have you, Steve, your dad worries about you?
He does, yeah, he does. I mean, things keep popping up that shouldn't have happened. Like the lion that came up the tree and was all on my back, and I could have died.
You announced last time you were here you were going to die soon.
Oh yeah. No, I think that was the first time I was here.
No, last time too.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
So you've changed you've mellowed.
I mean, no, I haven't mellowed.
You decided you would like to live a few years.
I think what I meant to say was that if for any reason I did die right now, I wouldn't be dead at all, pal. I'd live forever. Yeah, there's all these rad videos and TV shows to keep me alive. I leave a legacy behind.
It'd be like Jim Morrison.
I see.
Yeah,
Jim Morrison's still alive.
No, I mean in the hearts and spirit.
Yeah,
he would never grow old.
Bob Marley didn't go anywhere.
Well, you do. I mean, you have a point. The rest of people get old and fat, and their hair starts falling out.
Yeah,
we start
you
making
always
fun of
look
them.
like complete.
Think about Jim Morrison. Always at his prime.
Yeah, but he actually got fat before he.
He got fat and grew a beard, but he never got pathetic.
But that obviously bummed him out. You
never saw him doing a Midas commercial or anything.
Beer really worked for him though.
Yeah,
shows he likes to have a good time.
Yeah. All right, I'm with you.
Yeah, here's the Live Forever Club, man. Hell yeah.
Shauna,
22.
Hello.
What's up?
Well, I was giving my husband oral last night, and and he came, and at first it was just like regular cum. Then all of a sudden it was just like a big gush of water.
Oh no!
Wondering of what that might have been.
I would be so bummed if that happened.
Wow. What do you mean? It did, didn't it? Oh no, you did it to a dude. That's right. Yeah, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
What is it? Could it be urine, Drew?
I doubt it.
Sometimes things get separated down there. You gotta. That's why I put my nuts in the
How
paint can
promiscuous
shaker.
is this guy?
Right. As you sort of empty the pipes, it starts thick and gets thin.
So,
Yeah, it's like a snow globe. You got to shake the nuts.
Yeah, but if there's
every
more
once in a while.
thin than there was thick, then you've got a problem, right?
Why?
yeah, it was like
Well, I don't
water.
know. I mean, if it's like a major gush of water after a regular load.
But it was like a stream, or was it a couple of?
I mean, yeah, a couple of spurts. Yeah, that's mellow, but this doesn't sound like that, Drew.
No, it was a lot.
Oh, a lot of thin liquid.
So
Right.
let's say had it been urine, that you would have basically tinkled for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I don't.
By the way, he would know the difference too. Did he say, "Hey, I'm peeing"?
No, he said it didn't feel like he was peeing. It
Yeah,
felt
he
like
wasn't.
All right.
He
Oh,
was.
was he creeped out by it?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, how
He
long?
said it's never happened to him before.
How long has it been since you guys did this?
So it was last night, right?
No, I mean,
Right.
but before that.
I mean, all the time, but it's never happened before.
No. What was the?
Since he was
What
last
was the last
emptied.
time? Right. Exactly. Chris got the point.
I'm sorry.
All right, listen. When Chris Pontius has explained to you
How long had
what
that-
people are talking about,
How
that's
long
a bad
had that load
sign.
how long had that load built up for?
Not very long. We have sex like every day.
Okay.
Well, on the
everything.
positive side, it doesn't sound like an STD to me, but on the negative, new ones are popping up every day.
Is he on any medication?
No.
No medicine. Is that right? No medicine.
No medication.
Yeah, I think that was just then semen. That just happens.
Right. And listen, everyone, things happen all the time. There's little anomalies, little changes.
And here's the thing: when you're a physician, you kind of know what the things are you need to worry about.
Yeah,
and that's all we're trained to
one
do.
of them?
This is not something that's on the list.
No, we've had this question 1,000 times. The tapioca pudding.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask this question: Is he going to get the same treatment tonight?
Yeah, I don't.
Are you like over him now?
They do that every day, so
Yeah.
Well, I know, but this only happened for the first time last night.
Are you freaked out by this?
Yeah, are you over the dude?
Well, I just want to make sure it wasn't urine.
When urine's antiseptic and, like it's loaded with ammonia, which makes it sterile and antiseptic.
I would say non-urine. That'd be my bet.
Yeah, plus drinking urine's a great way to replace lost nutrients.
And let me say this: given my choice between the semen and the urine, I'm going urine.
Right, absolutely.
I may go number 2 before I go semen.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
All
I'm with you.
Let's go do that. You
Just
want to do
let's
that?
be like Chris
We can high. Come on, baby. Yeah, me and Drew and the hizzy. We can high five too. All right,
Yeah.
Drew.
They're unimpressed.
Let's take a break. Let's go check that number 2 versus semen thing out.
Let's go.
All right, Wild Boys.
These guys are cool.
These guys will produce. Don't worry.
Wild Boys here tonight on MTV2.
If you thought we were wasted last night, wait till you see us tonight.
Premieres Friday, March 11th. We'll at 9 o'clock. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Chris and Steve-O after this.
Hey, Drew, why is it that when you rub your balls while you're jerking off that it feels so much better?
I haven't noticed that.
Loveline will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Chris Pontius and Steve-O are here tonight. Mr. Wild Boys. MTV2. New season premieres Friday, March 11th at 9 o'clock. What's going on Friday, March 11th?
Everyone's staying home watching MTV too. And the Wild Boys.
No one's going out partying until after the Wild Boys is over.
Where are you guys going to be on the first episode?
Where are we going to be? We're having a party. It's to celebrate the new season and Mr. Knoxville's birthday.
And now I don't mean physically where Chris and Steve are going to be. What part of the
location?
globe? Yes.
Is it Louisiana?
Yeah.
The Louisiana show.
What are you guys doing?
There's a shark scene that's amazing, but
we had
Manny, our shark hero.
Manny took us out on like the craziest shark expedition
in Louisiana.
Out in the Gulf. We went out 30 miles into the Gulf, and we wanted to recreate a shark attack on a surfer. Mm-hmm. But these certain sharks only live in really deep water where they would never encounter
a surfer. And they've never encountered a surfer, so we gave them the first opportunity to attack a surfer.
We need to find out if these sharks are dangerous to man.
And how to go.
It was great. Manny tied all this bait to a surfboard, and so I was just kind of floating on the surfboard with these massive sharks.
Wow.
And so right when we are so macho in that scene, and then immediately as that scene ends, this new scene comes on with the amphema. Oh no, the gayest thing in the world.
Oh, you got oral from another guy? This guy was a swamp rat too.
No, it was just this. You see, with like a lot of this homoerotic humor is really funny to us.
Sure, yeah, it is.
But then later on, like when we see the tapes, a lot of the times we think, why do we do that?
Yeah. Well, some people, it's not for everybody, but tell you the truth, making this show is what we think's funny and what we think is awesome to do, and if you don't like it, eventually you will.
It was, we're talking a few minutes before we got started here about Drew and I arguing sometimes on the air, but rarely off the air. But you guys get along pretty well yourselves, which is pretty rare for celebrities and pretty rare for guys who spend as much time traveling together as you guys do.
Yeah, it's really pretty amazing. I was asking him during the break, I said, do you guys ever have real nasty fights and then pretend you like each other on the air? And they said that if that were the case, that the show wouldn't work, and that people would know about it. I was like, that's cool, Chris and I have never had a fight. There's been times when you told me I was whack and you were right, but you didn't hold a grudge.
Now, are you both, you both seem sort of gregarious, easygoing, and maybe you have the same kind of personality.
Yeah, well, we have different personalities. Chris hates being famous, and
you do?
everything. Every job on Chris's resume is something that that A, landed on his lap, and B, other people pushed him into doing.
Like what else?
So Chris has zero ego whatsoever.
What other jobs you done?
Well, before Wild Boys, of course, Jackass, and before that, I worked for Big Brother Skateboard Magazine.
But you got fired a bunch of times.
Yeah, I got fired, and
you worked at Charles Schwab.
I worked
really.
Yeah.
Right after. A while after I dropped out of high school, I started working for Big Brother and
it's a skateboard magazine.
And then I eventually
see why the parents are happy with this gig.
Yeah,
the first time I got fired, I'm like, oh my god, I dropped out of high school. I have no skills and anything else. What the hell am I gonna do? So first I was like, man, I'll work at Jamba Juice. Lots of hot chicks come in there. I'll drink smoothies all day. It's gonna be rad. And then. I lasted 2 days, I think, and it was just horrible. Like, the second day of work, the guy from the competing skateboard magazine came in for a smoothie, and, like, he totally recognized me, and I was so bummed, and everyone I worked with was, like, 15.
And how'd you get hooked up? I know we probably asked you this before, but how did the whole Jackass thing get started for you? I mean, where were you right before Jackass?
I was working for Big Brother Skateboard Magazine, and
it's a skateboard magazine that's published by pornographer Larry Flint.
Oh, Larry Flint has like 35 magazines, including like yachting and catamaran.
I wouldn't give him too much credit.
Yeah.
He didn't start
well,
it.
No, but
he bought it at the end.
Yeah, but the editor-in-chief of the magazine, who's like the creative force behind it, I mean, he had Knoxville. Knoxville, came out with us in the skateboard videos. He just had us all, and that guy who's now the director of Wild Boys and Jackass and all, the movie and everything. The director, Jeff Tremaine, just so happened to grow up with Spike Jonze in Maryland since they were 12. So it was really just a matter of Jeff having us all. None of us skate, but we're in these skateboard videos, and the director just thought, wow, if I would just take out the stupid skateboarding, and all what's left over, we could make a TV show. And he just called up Spike Jonze and was like, hey, I got this plan.
Does anyone have?
It took a few years.
We're always lamenting about how much money Jackass made and how little everyone got compensated, namely Steve and Chris. But any idea now that's out on video or DVD, see it on cable, everything?
Oh, they're seeing something now.
Paul McCartney made a lot more off Wings than he did the Beatles.
Look at the watch that Steve was wearing. He's sold out to the man now. Completely.
Wow.
You see that?
Is that a Rolex?
With diamonds all around the outside.
Wow.
You see that?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the same watch as my dad has, except I got diamonds all over it. So then I said, Dad, check it out. I took you out, man. I got your watch, except with diamonds. And my dad said, my homophobia kicks in anytime a man wears diamonds. So I completely backfired on me.
Dad, you think that's gay? I got a story in Washington. It's awesome. Sit down. That's nothing.
Yeah. Did you ever tell your dad about
praying for these diamonds?
I did not tell him. I'm so sure my dad's not listening.
Yeah, it'd be good if he isn't.
What city is he in?
What's that? He's in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking that Steve would be from Florida.
That's amazing.
Oh, my God. I put out
do
videos.
Germany or Florida. Wait a minute.
All right, we're going to play a little something called Germany or Florida, which is all bizarre stories emanate from either Germany or Florida. So we hear the effed up bizarre story, and then we decide, is it Germany or is it Florida?
You should be a pro at this, Steve.
Let's speak to Anthony.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Listen.
Hello?
Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay. You ready?
Go. Yeah.
A man was found after being lost for 36 hours. He's reported missing by his wife after he failed to return from a bicycle trip. More than 40 policemen searched for him until his cries for help led to his discovery, hanging naked upside down from a tree. A video camera was positioned to capture his adventure on tape. Investigators speculate that the man who was suspended naked 12 feet off the ground by his feet was attempting to film an autoerotic situation. After completing his video, he was too tired to pull himself up to untie his feet, so he hung upside down until rescued. Lack of circulation led to such severe injuries that his left foot had to be amputated.
Wow.
Totally Germany, dude.
It sounds German to me,
German.
too.
Totally German.
Yeah, the bike feels German.
Nah, the video camera.
Autoerotic feels German.
The filming of wacky sexual stuff is totally German.
But they're the hanging upside down is part of their autoerotic.
I thought you had to hang by your neck.
And then why naked?
Well, you gotta get your jump.
I mean, come on.
You don't have to be completely naked, dude.
How are you supposed to take off your pants when you're hanging upside down, dude?
Well,
it's true. They keep
go
going
in
back on.
your underwear or something. But,
All right. It's tough. It's a tough
it's a
break,
sexual
though.
situation, you know, I'd go naked.
Germany.
Yeah, and by the way, how do you finish that story? Like, what happened to your foot?
I was jerking off, hanging upside down in the tree.
By the way, it's one of those things where you definitely have to get your story straight with your wife before you leave the house. Look, foot, farming accident. You got it? Foot, what? Farming accident. That's right. I don't want any mix-up. I don't want you to yell bear and me yell tractor. I don't want any mix-ups, all right? It's farming accident, end of discussion.
Threshing machine.
Right. There you go. All right. So are we all going Germany? It feels German.
It feels German to me.
All right, Chris, Steve, Germany?
Yeah.
Anthony, we're going Germany.
Yeah, it's Germany.
Yeah,
we rule.
We're so awesome.
There was this guy, and it's a story that the American media absolutely avoids like the plague. But this guy actually put on, like, he's a sexual cannibal, and he said that he put on an internet ad out, a personal ad that said, seeking young, healthy male for execution, or for to be executed and eaten.
Yeah.
And he got like 400 responses where he got these guys to come for sort of an audition where they'd come over, and he whittled it down to like one guy who moved in with them and became his roommate. And then ultimately, ultimately they picked the day, and they literally cut this guy's, they cut off his wiener.
They set up a butcher shop in their kitchen. Remember, they had a whole elaborate...
Yeah, I'm not sure. They filmed everything. There's apparently 2 hours of footage on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sit down, they cut this guy's penis off where the guy's just bleeding to death. And then the guy, after his penis is cut off, he goes and he's in the bathtub or whatever, just bleeding. And the guy takes his penis and prepares it.
Fries it up.
Yeah, and then the guy comes back down still bleeding. Apparently it went on for hours before the guy bled to death.
Does the toes and everything.
Yeah, they shared.
Oh.
They shared. The guy ate his own penis. And they filmed everything, and they both ate it. They had that was their meal that they shared.
The guy who...
and then the remains of the guy's kept in the freezer, and every so often he would incrementally eat this dead body, and each meal he would actually pleasure himself onto the meal. And then eat it.
God.
Hey,
That's
guys,
Germany, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
This was our very first Germany or Florida ever. I can't remember. You guys don't
Yeah,
remember?
I remember something.
I do remember hearing this one.
It was like our first
But
or second.
if you're the guy in Germany who lost his foot while he was being off in the woods, you hope that the family of this guy shows up. So it's like, what happened to your son? Farm accident. Wait a minute, that's what happened to my foot.
What's even more horrifying than anything is that this German guy was actually brought to trial and convicted of it was. They established that there was consent on the part of the victim, so it was only manslaughter.
Yeah.
But cannibalism's not illegal in Germany whatsoever.
Yeah.
And for the crime of manslaughter, this wacko is only going to be in prison for like less than 5 years, and then there's going to be more red internet. It's a documentary waiting to happen.
I mean, do we ever need to doubt how bizarre and non-cognitively driven men are, humans. You know what I mean?
This is a dude,
but it's not
dude
women aren't doing this. Women are not doing this.
But here's maybe the woman that Steve
Women are
O
cutting
was
off
with because it was a dude.
Not woman, individual.
Yeah, individual. But here's the thing. I think the Germans have more potential for this kind of stuff than any other culture. Normally, they're on the straight and narrow. That's the kind of culture where if your neighbor has wind chimes and they're not approved by the state, you can phone them in and get them removed and stuff. But once in a while, when they go AWOL, they go in a big way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think they have more potential. Other cultures are more effed up in a more sort of all-encompassing yet less dramatic way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a high percentage of effed up people in, I don't know, the Philippines or maybe the Netherlands or something. But Germany, when they go off, man, they go off on 12 cylinders, you know?
And we travel the world, and we'll go to these places that are tourist places, and it's always the Germans that are the most fun to party with.
Yeah, they're heavyweights over there.
Wee Man speaks German.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he speaks fluent German. We didn't even know that until
I think we kicked Wee Man through a field goal post about 2 or 3 years ago on MTV Super Bowl special, landing him in a vat of nacho cheese.
I don't know,
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
They come a lot smaller than Wee Man.
They do?
Yeah, I think Wee Man probably weighs...
Yeah, Wee
like
Man's
125 pounds.
He's a stocky one.
No, let me tell you something. Dwarf, just the fingers and toes on dwarfs get up about 60, 70 pounds sometimes.
I have a picture of Wee Man's wiener, and it doesn't look that good in the picture. but he's been saying for years there's nothing wee about his wiener.
Well, and certainly not in proportion to his
Right,
body. I mean, if he's got 3 inches, it's like us having 14, right?
There you go, yeah.
All right.
That's true, yeah.
Good
It only affects his arms and his legs. We love you, Wee Man. Where the hell are you?
Here we go.
Well, Drew, you want to take a break?
Gotta take a break.
Got to take a break. Wild
Man,
Boys.
we're getting better and better. Yes.
MTV2, everyone. We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this.
Thank you for calling Loveline. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Chris Pontius is here tonight from Wild Boys. Steve-O is here tonight as well, but we know not where.
Oh, here he comes.
Last time he was here, he urinated on somebody's desk. Here he comes.
What's the matter, Steve?
What's going on, Steve-O?
Nothing. I feel like I talked too much in the last segment, and I want to hear your question.
What is that question you had, Chris? You had some questions.
Well, one time it was actually, I like most men, I started pleasuring myself far before having
like
sex.
Like all men, dude.
Yeah, right.
Except for some.
No, dude.
No, my brother. Anyway, I was doing that. I hadn't done it for a while either. Like right when I first pulled it off, I was just hooked. I tried for like a year, like when I was 12, and finally, like maybe 12 and a half, 13, I pulled it off.
Right.
And I was hooked, like everybody, every night. But one time I didn't do it for like a month, and I did it, and there was blood in the semen.
That's a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
That means that it's totally wrong to not jerk off all the time, dude.
Yeah, I hope you learned a lesson.
Yeah.
You never stop. Once you get started, you can't stop.
I love that we can say jerk off on the radio, too. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, you know why? Because we're doing an important show that helps people.
It's easy to please, too. Nice.
Yeah.
That's your big question? No more?
Come on, you got something better than that, dude.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a little bit.
All right. We'll take a call. Chris will line up another.
Chris will.
Let me say the blood and semen is very common. It rarely means anything. It for you it was a while ago, so you don't need to worry about it. But if you have it, say somebody's listening tonight has had it recently, should be checked out by a urologist or a doctor just to be sure.
Right. Now, would you say?
And that's a good one, dude. I would freak out, dude.
In this order of. Least important to most important. Blood in the semen, blood in the urine, blood in the stool. Yes?
Yes.
Sounds like a John Cougar song,
in
doesn't
that
it?
order, yeah.
Yeah, that order. Okay.
Yeah, blood in the urine, blood in the stool is a little more a little more specific. It's only 3 or 4 possibilities, likely possibilities. The blood in the urine, a lot of different possibilities.
Dr. Drew? Is it true that pineapple juice makes your semen taste better?
No, apparently not. and really, how much better are you going to make it? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man, because
they say chocolate. They say chocolate.
I have to confess something on the radio. I did recently, like when I was maybe like 15, I had a little taste,
Wait, you mean?
But not a real taste. But recently, I did go for a real taste. I want to know how much I should appreciate
what women put up with.
Yeah, what women put up with.
Right. That's a good way to explain it.
What'd you learn?
I really appreciate it because it tasted disgusting, and it was my own.
And what? Yeah,
no, dude.
It was gross.
It's the act, dude.
No,
hang on here.
It tasted bad. And I wasn't offended by the idea.
What do you mean
salty?
it's the act? What do you mean it's the act?
The actual, because like there's been.
You like the way you're seeing it?
You know, there's times when you're pleasuring yourself and you just completely hose down your own pace.
Oh, really? I can't do that
by accident. Dude,
no, I know.
Easy. I'm not saying hose down.
Maybe I was hanging upside down like that German in the tree. I could probably get myself.
But have you ever taken like a real scoop, like a real taste?
No, dude. There's one time I shot myself and a little bit landed on my lip, and I was like, it's the kind of thing where you're like, and I just gave it a little lick. But
can you imagine making that taste better? No. How much better is it going to be?
But I didn't lick it enough to evaluate the taste. I was so disgusted.
Occasionally over the years, we've asked people to sort of do some research, and they had.
No one can find a way to actually make it taste
How
good.
you gonna make your poo better? You know what I mean? Things come
Yeah.
out of you, and they come out in the form they come out in, and that's that.
Yeah, I was not pleased with the way my semen tasted.
Right. Were you disappointed in your balls?
No.
Okay. All
I
right,
am
good.
not pleased that you tasted your semen.
Steve-O
A scoop, by the way.
It was a scientific experiment.
Steve-O got a taste of himself when he French kissed that dude.
Oh yeah.
After he's finished. Yeah. Listen, I disagree with Chris. The women enjoy it. I've seen the porn where they lap it up like.
That's
I've seen them lap it up.
That's you think acting is bad in porn. That part where they have to pretend to enjoy it. Oh, give me some. I like when the two women pretend to fight over it. Yummy. It's like they're not really fighting over it.
I guess some people like Brussels sprouts and some people don't.
And I think it's really like the significance of it isn't in the taste of it. There's more going on there.
But Adam occasionally has pointed out that men still got a little bit rougher. You're a churro.
Yeah. I say when women complain, I say, what do you want to do? Put a churro in your mouth or go down on a abalone? you know what I mean?
Put your face in an
just
abalone.
Stuff your face right in a big abalone shell.
Oh, I love it, man. I eat everything.
You do?
Raw abalone?
Well, no, I'm saying like ass.
Oh, you do ass?
Well, yeah. If you orally please a woman's rear, is that called analingus? It is, right?
You know what? I think the current FCC situation, we're actually finally going too far.
All right.
Yes.
We've gotten there, Steve.
Yes.
We've done it. I don't see if there were a reason to go there, I'd let
MTV
you go.
publicity is giving thumbs up.
But I don't know why you're going there.
MTV publicity.
I'm going to hold you back a little bit.
All right. Ashley?
Yes.
I'm sure there's a perfectly good medical reason
I'm sure
why
there is,
Steve
but
is
I'm going to take a
licking
risk.
ass.
I'm going to take a risk and play a little
I'll tell you why. It's because they love it. They
do.
absolutely love it.
Dudes love that.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Ashley?
Poor Ashley.
Hi.
You're 19. Your boyfriend is abusive?
It's not that. Actually, I have a comment. In
Chris is getting mad.
All right, you're going to have to hold your comment until we get back from break, okay, Ashley? Hold on to it.
God, we're taking
All right.
breaks like
No,
crazy these days.
it's all the fun we're having in between.
Well, believe me, we're going to have a nice 25-minute stretch when we come back, all right? Wild Boys here, MTV 2, Chris and Steve-O. We'll be right back after this.
1-800-LOVE-191. Call Loveline.
Hey, everybody, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. We're trying to do a radio show over here. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Chris Pontius is here tonight. Steve-O is here in spirit, if not in body, because he's off urinating on someone else's desk. Drew is switched microphones.
Yes. Whenever he's sort of not within my visual frame, I get nervous.
Yeah, he's like a puppy that chews a lot of slippers. You want to keep an eye on him because God
Steve,
knows what he's doing.
Take my spot over there.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, get in here, Steve. Wild Boys is the name of the show. MTV 2, of course. Big premiere, big season premiere Friday, March 11th. Manny Puig is in the studio tonight. Manny is
Manny.
He's the shark expert. He's the man who holds his breath for
everything.
5.5 minutes and grabs hammerheads by the tail.
More than that, dude.
Manny's our hero.
Yeah. Now, how did you guys get hooked up with Manny?
Chris and our director were watching Animal Planet. They saw this wild man wrestling 12-foot alligators and riding sharks around while wearing a Speedo.
That's right. That's right. I have now that I see, when I close one eye, I see Steve-O's penis. When I close the other, I see Manny in a banana hammock.
There we go.
It's awesome.
Say hi, Manny.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Pull that mic in close to you, Manny. And Manny, just yank the whole thing in there. How did you get started wrestling with gators and grabbing sharks and doing all that stuff?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be like Tarzan. I mean, like at the age of 4.
Right.
So by the time I was in high school, I was already hand catching large alligators in the wild by hand. I already got bit by rattlesnake.
Really?
And I got attacked by a shark right around that time.
Where? And this was all in your living room? That's a tough
neighborhood. It's in Florida.
In Florida.
I got attacked in the Bahamas.
That's the beauty about Florida. You can get attacked by a shark, bit by a rattlesnake, and wrestle an alligator before kindergarten. Really?
Before lunch, dude.
Yeah. And so, I mean, a lot of wildlife around there. But I think people have two reactions to wildlife. They're either sort of, freaked out by like, oh my God, I'm freaked, get that spider out of here, or my God, there's a snake out in the lawn or whatever, which about 99% of the populace. And then there's that 1% that's drawn to it. I don't know that there's a third that's in between that just doesn't seem to care one way or the other. You're usually kind of freaked out or usually drawn to it.
Yeah.
And the majority is freaked out. And then there's the Mannies of the world. But you've done stuff that other people didn't do before you. Is that correct?
Everything does.
Yeah, I broke barriers and with the alligators, like swimming underwater with them. I was the first guy to levitate an alligator.
How do you levitate an alligator?
I reach underneath and grab him by the skin underneath his jaw and slowly lift him up. And the alligator stays real calm when I do it.
Like 12-foot long alligator.
Wow. And let me ask you this about animals. Do they, see, here's the thing about humans. You could levitate a handful of them, and then the other half would stab you, and then the other half would ejaculate. You know what I mean? We're all over the map. You know what I'm saying? But an alligator, if you know one, do you know all of them?
All alligators are different, just like people. Some are more dangerous, more aggressive than others. But every alligator, if not the first or second try, I can levitate them.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about sharks? I mean, do some animals vary more than others? Like are all?
Yeah, I think I'd say people have varied by far the most.
Yeah, like rattlesnakes are basically rattlesnakes.
No,
no,
they vary. Yeah. Rattlesnakes vary. Sharks vary. Sharks I hand feed in a different way. I have my own style, and I also levitate the sharks. I'll lift them all the way to the surface. I hand feed them and I hang on to the food.
Yes.
And I let him struggle.
Wow.
And I get to feel his power, and I reach underneath his shin and his stomach, and I push him up to the surface.
Wow. And do you wear the shark tooth choker when you're with the sharks? Because that could freak them out,
Man, he's such a legend. They let him on airplanes with those things, no problem.
Oh, really? I just mean in front of the shark. Like, if a guy was wearing a human tooth necklace and he was standing in front of me, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, hey, those are my brother's teeth, man. What's up? But you can. What's the biggest shark you think you've monkeyed with?
Tiger sharks up to 12 feet. Great hammerheads around the same size.
Here's the thing about fish too, as you guys know,
big bulls.
You take like a bass that's 14 inches long and go underwater with it. It looks big. Yeah. Like everything's freakier when you're underwater. I mean, a 3-foot shark is freaky when you're underwater.
First time we went out with Manny, to go try and ride these great hammerheads. Like Manny's just chumming away, like ultimately for 6 hours, just hacking away at meat, trying to get sharks to come.
Right.
And every so often he'd scream "shark," at which point we put on our snorkels and dive in, and swim towards the shark. So at one point, it was kind of over there, and rather than even say anything, we just see Manny treading water, and he grabs this huge hammerhead and literally just lifts it up out of the ocean to show it to us.
He came up to the surface with a 10-foot hammerhead in his arms. Wow. And he's just like, I just wanted to show you guys.
And hammerheads are one of the most dangerous breeds.
God. We love Manny so much.
And so, Manny, have you ever been, obviously you've been bitten, obviously you've had animals turn on you or surprise you. Have you lost a finger? Is anything serious?
Chunk out of the thigh, right?
Yeah, I got I lost a piece of meat from the inside one of my legs to a shark. I've been bitten by 4 different kinds of sharks, but never by an alligator. A lot of close calls.
What do you think about the alligator that got Steve-O today? Should it have taken off some more flesh?
I've seen another alligator hurt him worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can vary their attack, depending on.
I got away very lucky.
It should
for the size of the alligator.
Yeah.
I was prepared to lose a lot of my butt.
That alligator could have done him a lot more damage. Alligators have tremendous pressure in their bite, and that's around the size that they really start cranking down.
You know what I was thinking? I was just getting weird and philosophical one night, but I was thinking about alligators, and I was talking to Drew about it, which was alligators have been on the planet for 100 million years. Nobody's effed with them. Right. Everyone has steered clear of them. Now, in the last 6 years, every jackass in the world is coming and effing with alligators, and alligators got to be like, what the hell is going on? For 100 million years, all we did was float here, and if we wanted to wag our tail around, everyone would just go running. Now we got guys in jock straps diving on us. Big fat Australian guys wrestling us to the ground. Like, what is going on? Like, if there's an alligator convention, they'd be like, what is happening? What is going on? We had a run of 150 million years with nothing, and now the last 18 months, it's hell. We're getting wrestled all over the place.
Did you hear what happened to Hal?
Oh.
He what? A guy what?
Guy put him to this crazy guy with a beard put him to sleep.
What?
Hal's in therapy right now. He may go gay.
I think everybody's looking for different adrenaline rushes and everything, and people are all of a sudden getting into nature, and everybody wants to be a diver, a woodsman, and they want to they want to see the thrill of getting close to a dangerous wild animal.
I'm down with like the great white and the shark cage and all that, but the swimming with them in the wild is freaky. I mean,
but that feels good
without tanks.
We did something. We filmed with some rattlesnakes the other day, and like Manny's got like a stick, like he's gonna like handle the snake with a stick. Right when he sees the rattlesnake, he just throws the stick down, and grabs it.
He said he had it in case the rattlesnake was going to try and get away. He was just going to have it to get it back, at which point he could throw the stick down and grab it with his bare hands.
Did you see, by the way, at the Monterey Aquarium, they got that great white in captivity now.
He's doing okay, too.
And the guy's got
they
go down there with that chainmail suit to clean the tank or,
I was just there. I just saw
call him. Oh, did you see him?
What was it like?
It's really, really cool because I didn't know it was there, and I walked in, and it was coming right towards me. I'm like, oh, my God, it's a great white because I'd never seen it. It was like seeing a famous person.
Yeah.
It just ate two of the sharks.
Marlon Brando in the tank or something.
Okay, what?
I think
It
that
just
sucks,
killed
Manny.
two sharks in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they eat.
Yeah. What's your opinion of keeping a great white in captivity? That sucks, right?
Well, not really. I think it's okay because people get to see it and learn from it. Maybe the animals get, the more people are interested in, the more people are keep them from becoming extinct. I mean, people were interested in these things belong to everybody, so they belong there. They decorate the planet. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm an animal expert, but I just can't stand zoos.
Steve-O decorated the office last time he was here. With a little urine, by the way. But
we really overdid it. I kind of feel like we owe an
He
apology.
also decorated that gay guy he got.
Part of the comforter for Ramada too. Let me say this about Manny. Well, I actually watched a video today of the guys going down and swimming with this great white at the Monterey Aquarium, and they're put on chain suits to go down and do it. But I thought, what pussies! Manny could go down in a Speedo and first off delight the throngs of school kids that were there watching.
Well, flip the shark over and scratch its belly.
But just Manny underwater in a Speedo would be nice for the ninth graders that were visiting from local junior high.
You're right.
That would be awesome. But would you go down with that great white in a Speedo?
Yeah, absolutely no problem with that.
I'll go in with any shark, anytime, any place.
Really?
And what I do is I try to get the shark to come as close to me as possible so I can touch it and interact with it. And it's easy to stop an attacking shark.
How?
Hit it in the nose?
Any movement you make at it, he thinks you're going to bite him. They tend to scare. If you act aggressive towards him, you scare him. Which I don't do that because I don't want the shark to leave.
Right.
I'm trying to keep them around me. If they're trying to bite me really, really hard, then I'll block.
Do you think that obviously animals communicate or have abilities that sort of transcend our own hearing and sight? They're intuitive or instinct or whatever. Do you feel like the animals pick something up off of you? I mean, your vibe, you're not scared or you're not there to hurt them or any of that kind of stuff?
They learn very quickly and figure you out real quickly. If you got a food for them, then they know you got it.
Right.
If you're a threat to them, then they learn to fear you.
Right.
So you kind of dictate their behavior. People say in Florida, alligators have a natural fear of humans. They don't have a natural fear of humans. That was caused by humans shooting at them with guns for too many years.
Right.
Normally, their instinct would be to try to go after a person and eat them. Nobody in the world wants to hear that. Everybody's negative for me to say that. But if you look at history in Florida, they were eating Indians by the time when the first Europeans landed there. Alligators would attack Indian villages in broad daylight.
Really?
And I think the settlers shot at them so many times for so many years that they learned, and genetically we removed the more aggressive ones out of the out of the pack. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So the ones that came and tried to do a little feasting on Whitey or the Indians got shot and they got moved and they didn't have aggressive kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll start doing
That's
that with people, by the way. But
that's my theory.
Makes
Another
sense,
thing too
right?
is
Makes sense.
I'm only interested in usually predatory animals that attack humans and stuff like that. I really never studied
Why?
like manatees
Why do you
and
think
things
that
like
is?
that.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the glory. I think it's about the glory.
Is it the thrill of going in with them?
It's the thrill, the challenge, the predator. You know,
testosterone.
Here's the thing, too. You want to study a manatee. You just study. It's like studying a fat lesbian. There's nothing there.
Manatees are lame.
That's nothing.
Dudes that study manatees and dolphins like that, they don't get any chicks.
No.
If you want women, you gotta be with sharks, alligators, and all that.
Adam, right into focus now.
That's right.
Got it.
Speedo, shark tooth, choker, ponytail.
Yeah,
Chicks know. Chicks
Glory.
know what they're dealing with.
That manatee hippie guy.
Yeah.
He's not in the high STD risk category.
He ain't into chicks, that dude, by the way. He's into other dudes, occasional
might
manatee
as well be
and Steve-O.
castrated.
Yeah. Yeah, so Manny, what's the biggest, now you ever been in with a great white, like a big great white shark?
I haven't been in with great whites, but I've been with large Makos, which are the cousin of the great white, and they're faster, very aggressive.
Yeah, they're scary looking, too.
Yeah, they try to bite your ankles, too. Continuously.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you bring them in, they get really aggressive and fearless. They live in an open ocean. They attack swordfish for a living.
Oh, is that what they eat?
Yeah, which are extremely dangerous fish. So
Right.
the animal has to be very smart and very calculating in its attack and strategy.
Why is a swordfish so dangerous?
They got a sword.
They
First
got a
off, they got the
sword,
word
they attack
sword right in
everything.
it, Drew. What do you else you need to know? You want
I haven't had
flamethrower
a
fish?
Yeah, they'll
Sword
they'll
right in
stab just about anybody or anything that comes near them.
Wow.
Swordfish would go right through you. No problem, right?
I was gonna go dive great whites off of Southern California, but none of the boat captains wanted to put me on their boat and take me down there.
Because of the swordfish?
I don't have for the great whites.
Like,
they will not let me swim with a great white.
Got killed.
Right.
Yeah, liability. They're all like, "Hey, dudes, take me out." I had a guy that says, "Man, I'm taking you to swim with great whites," and you know the boat called in and said, "No way." No way.
Don't do it.
Manny and Mark are not coming on that boat.
Yeah, well, they have the ones over there that come up from the bottom and do that cresting.
Well, they all kind of do that, right? That's
Now,
how
the
they feed.
question is-
Yeah, but these ones, especially
They're low
in
down.
Northern California, do this whole thing where they attack the seals that
Right,
way. They
right.
just come down and they
Real
come
fast.
straight up,
Yeah, yeah.
and they come sailing into the air
yeah,
like
yeah.
8-10 feet in the air. They completely get out of the water,
Yeah, yeah.
which is
called a
crazy
breach.
for they breach for a 2,000-pound animal
With a 500-pound seal in its mouth.
So yeah, oftentimes, sometimes they just knock it out of the way.
It's the Pacific great white sharks that eat the big 500-pounders. Over in South Africa, they eat that's where they do the jumping. It's really.
Oh,
it's
I
only
think
like
they
100
do. I
pounds.
think they do the jumping in Northern California, the breaching in Northern California too.
They were able to get them to, but the what they naturally hunt for doesn't swim at the surface.
They hunt elephant seals, which are the bigger great whites go after the elephant seals. By the way, the Mako jumps 20 feet into the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they're sleeker. They're
well,
lighter.
They're the fastest shark there is. The adult Mako is really fat, but his face is sharper. He doesn't carry as much front weight as a great white. He's got more meat towards your rear to give it more propulsion.
But Manny, which one is the most aggressive shark of all the sharks?
To me, it depends on their day. I've had very aggressive behavior from bull sharks. I got attacked by 6 bull sharks for a half hour nonstop one day, and I had no food for them or nothing. It was just an all-out attack.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Okay,
They
so
just
the
went
question,
after me.
Manny, is
And I've had
How did you fend them off?
by attacking them, scaring them. Not that I'm going to physically hurt them. Just every time I go after them, they back off, and then they come after me again. And it was this dog game went on for a half hour until the boat finally picked me up. They would not let up on it. They were determined to have me, and it was 6 of them.
Okay,
and they
so
were
now-
ganging up on me, and they were trying to have me. I also work a lot with the tiger sharks, which is the most man-eating shark there is.
They're the ones that are the cause of all the
surfers with no
accidents and
arms are all
incidents and
tiger
all
sharks.
that.
He actually put a tiger shark to sleep.
No, I tried.
That's a lemon
I
shark,
rolled.
right?
No, I rolled the tiger shark on his back one time to see if he'd, try to put him in tonic mobility. As he swam by, I grabbed him, rolled him, and he took off with me, holding
Hanging
on to
on
him.
him?
Yeah, as he was swimming upside down, and then I just let him go. But I can put a shark in the tonic mobility, but it's not. If it's a fresh shark just free swimming in the ocean, it's not that easy to do. You got to pin it just right.
Sure.
I've done it with hammerheads, lemons, and silky sharks.
Oh my God! The best is when they've got they go on the boat and they find like a humongous like lemon shark, and they like track it. They pace by it side by side, and then Manny jumps off the boat and lands on the back of the lemon shark, and then stands up and picks him up in the air.
Like Aquaman.
It's called shark jumping.
Yeah, we used to do shark jumping. My partner Mark Rackley came up
Don't
with
say
that
partner,
invention.
Manny. Don't say partner.
Yeah, that means gay.
Okay. Well,
Hey, your bro.
My bro, the extreme cameraman, he came up with that idea.
Yeah.
But we used to use the boat to track the sharks that way. And plus, the sharks would get so mad, they start attacking the boat. And when you jump in there, I got my thumb almost bit off doing that. By the way, I had to put my hand inside the mouth of a lemon shark to pry it open.
Yeah.
Cut my hands and get my thumb out.
Yeah, I look for the amount of animals you're effing with. You're in remarkable shape. I mean, you could be missing, fingers and toes and a nose. I mean, for the amount of alligators and sharks and rattlesnakes you've been effing with for the last 30 years.
I go with the grace of God. I'll
Good.
leave it at that.
Yeah. All right.
So Manny,
Hold on a
my
second.
question.
Yes.
I just want to ask Manny this: if you were to one day be with the shark and just absolutely be just killed, just torn to bits and dead, would that be a peaceful death? Like you love sharks so much.
I don't really think of that. I don't want to have a peaceful
The
death
answer's no.
Of any kind. I don't want to be
Steve-O.
I don't want to be torn up by a shark. Another thing, we don't do the shark jumps anymore. We intercept the sharks from underwater. Like I really don't catch sharks, but like one time in California, I hand caught a Mako just to see what it was like, and I lured him in, and I hand tackled him, and it was like hanging onto an outboard motor until the shark got tired. We checked him out, then I released him and he took off.
Man, we love Manny.
It'd be one of those things where we'd go, he died doing what he loved.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I was meant to say.
Until what he loved ate him, which doesn't normally happen. Like I love cooking, but it would never be eaten by like the Pillsbury
I think that's
Doughboy.
very well said, Adam.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
You're 19. Mm-hmm. What's happening?
You had a comment to make 25 minutes ago. Go ahead.
That's right.
Actually, it was just you guys are cracking me up talking about like the porn videos and stuff you watch about the girls and like what it tastes like and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Sorry, so you swallow.
No, I guess you guys curious, huh?
Well, you don't have to tell Chris.
Come on, guys, admit it. You've tasted it.
Yeah, but not a scoop, dude.
I see you turning red over there, Dr. Drew.
Yeah, listen.
That's red. That's a little like nausea.
A little shot on a Triscuit is not the same as a ladle full like you.
It was not full load.
It was a scoop.
All right, Ashley, it's not good, or is it better than we thought?
It's not good, but I mean, when I'm going to say like when you're in like an intimate moment like that, you don't really think about it.
Right.
Exactly.
That's right.
just-
Don't think about it, baby.
That's right. All right.
No.
Ashley, did you have a problem with your boyfriend that you want to talk about, or are you cool?
Yeah, actually I did. There's me and him, we've been going out for like a year and a half, and he's like my best friend. We're together all the time. Just sometimes like we have these situations where like he'll get so mad and he won't like hit me or like touch me to hurt me, but he'll push me away from him. And sometimes like guys don't know their own strength, and he'll just push me and he'll knock me down, and then.
Well, why are you coming after him, or where is he? Is he coming after you?
Well, what happens? We'll get into just an argument about something. He's so stubborn, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. He'll just walk away. And it's usually when we're out in like some kind of social gathering, like we're like be at a bar or something, and he'll get all like.
Those are two words.
You know what, Ashley? I think you should cheat on him.
Yeah,
as punishment.
That's
for not knowing his own strength.
And otherwise, you're doing well in the relationship. You feel good about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything's fine other than that, but it's not always just like, drunken bar scenes. This happens even sometimes when we're sober. It's just he's so stubborn. He always walks away from an argument or something.
All right, but hold on a
see, walk
second.
away, I think, is two words that people need to learn a lot of the time.
Yeah, but,
just walk away, dude.
Ashley is a little bit of a fire
She's
starter
pulling him back
because
in.
he's walking
Yeah.
away, and then it's getting to the point where he shoves her because she's getting
That's what the
in
man
his
should
way.
do is walk away.
Yeah, just
but she's
walk away,
pulling back.
exactly.
Ashley, what's up with you? Something's going on with you. Where's
Yeah,
your dad?
very
Is he
insightful,
abusive?
Adam.
What's happening?
Oh, no, I've got a happy, healthy family. They're all here. But I was just wondering, with him, like, he had a divorce in his family when he was younger, and his mom's just kind of in that middle age, like, thing where she skates around.
Hey, come on, you're talking to a bunch of guys in their middle age, baby. Mellow out.
Ashley, look, him putting his hands on you isn't right. On the other hand, I can just hear in your voice you antagonize him a little bit when he's trying to avoid this situation.
I pick up on that too.
Yeah,
me too.
See, by you calling him stubborn and pig-headed, he tries to walk away. Let him walk away the next time he wants to walk away.
Well, that's what more people should do is walk away.
Yep.
That's my tactic.
The thing is that yeah, you're right. He shouldn't put his hands on me at all, but he does it. He'll push me down or something, and then just recently he did this outside of a bar, and like a bunch of people saw him and stuff, and like I had a huge bruise all along.
Thank God Chris Pontius wasn't there.
Yeah, but
he told me it was the sidewalk's fault.
All right.
He threw a
Well,
lamp at me.
look.
So.
Oh, he threw a lamp at you.
No, forget it then.
He had a work truck, and he ran out in the truck and was throwing stuff at me, and I'm like, he just gets. I mean,
wait a minute.
It started off as him trying to walk away from an argument, you getting in his grill and him pushing you aside, basically. And now he's throwing furniture at you.
And then he throws a lamp, which to me suggests he picks up a lamp off a coffee table and heaves it.
No, it was off a work truck.
But he's just dumping furniture off a truck, and one happens to fly by her, right?
Yeah. By the way, world's worst mover. Yeah. This guy, like, what happened to my lamp? I threw it at my girlfriend. Wow.
It takes two to tango, Ashley.
Yeah. World's angriest college student movers. Starving, angry college student movers. So, Ashley.
So the question is, how much did she have to antagonize the guy to get him to throw stuff?
Here's the thing. He was divorced already? How old is he? You're only 19.
No, she had a divorce in his family.
No, I'm sorry.
He had a divorce in his family. Right. No, you're right. That's right. All right. Here's the deal. This guy sounds now like he has a volatile temper.
Yeah.
It also sounds like you like dancing with him. And people, now this is a weird thing.
Negativity is what makes relationships last the longest.
Look, most people in relationships, when they have a complaint about the other person, there's a component that they're involved in.
Yes.
You know, when you say my old lady does this all the time, there's a part of you that gets her to do that all the time, and vice versa. So he's volatile. She antagonizes him and brings out that volatility.
And the relationship thrives on negativity.
Right. Someone's going to get hurt, though. And that person's going to be Manny. Because one of those bears or sharks or something's going to eat him one day.
Ashley, is your relationship the kind where you guys break up and get back together all the time? Because that's what
you think?
Do you just break up and get back together?
How many times have you guys broken up and gotten back together?
No, we've never broken up.
All right. How long have you been together?
Excuse me. About a year and a half.
All right. I think you guys should break up.
She's 19.
She's 19. Forget it.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
You should be dating guys and getting to know.
Yeah, you should be really, variety is the spice of life.
Well, it's not even that so much as you really don't know who you are and what you need in a relationship until you've been out there and sort of tried things on for size.
I used to go out with a character that really liked to antagonize me.
Right. What happened?
She's now single and penniless.
That's right.
Anna brings up a good point, though, Manny. How come no bears?
Yeah.
Manny does bears.
No,
bears.
I do. I interact with bears. Actually,
cats. You didn't mention any cats either.
It's hard to get in to make this kind of contact with the cats, but I haven't had my chance. But I will. But with the bears, I got in with a bear swimming one time, and I got behind him, started petting the bear in the water. I swam with grizzly bears in Alaska with the wild boys. And,
Do you only
and with killer whales.
Do you only interact with animals in water?
No, I went out recently into the woods, and I got close enough to bears, so the bears would do attacks and mark charges on me, so my bro could get it on video of bears attacking and demonstrate how a bear attacks a person. Usually they make this mad rush, and he stops like about a few feet in front of you and hisses and slaps the ground. By that time, it kind of like jars your system when he does that.
If you turn and run, he'll just keep coming?
Very likely. So you kind of like, your instinct is to jump back, but you turn around and face him real quick, and like the female attacks, it's usually the female does it, attacks the male bear when she's got cubs, and when the male bear takes off running, she runs after him full blast. If he holds his ground, she hesitates a little bit more on her attack, but the ferocity of a bear is incredible. It's genetically, again, the more aggressive females like that are the ones that protect the young. So that gene is passed on over generations, making the bears extremely ferocious.
Isn't it nice the way Manny looks at these things? He's very truthful.
Manny's got to know where you're going.
Nature does not reward
But there's also no sort of fantasy involved. No myth. It's just evolution, evolutionary pressures. That's all you got.
Is the Kodiak the most dangerous, or do you think the grizzly is?
Well, the Kodiak and the grizzly are in they're brown bears. The grizzly is almost like, it's a brown bear. It's like I would say a subspecies, but it's practically the same bear.
Mm-hmm.
The black bear and the brown bear, two different ones. The black bear is more unpredictable. And they're more in contact with humans, so most attacks done on humans are done by black bears. Both have killed and eaten people before. Now, the Kodiak is the largest of the grizzlies of the brown bears, if you want to say. The brown bears found from Eastern Europe all the way to Western North America.
Now we can add chimpanzees to your list of animals you need to get involved with.
Yeah, now you got to understand the largest carnivore, mammal carnivore on the planet is the Kodiak or Aleutian bear, that coastal brown bear over there. It can get up to like 1,500 pounds.
What about, we got to take a break, but I'll tell you the most dangerous prey of all, Drew, man. I like those movies when they would do that. The hunter, he wants the ultimate prey.
Man, I've got to hunt man.
It's like, really? The guy in the jeans and the sweat jacket? Not the polar bear?
Not the Kodiak.
Not the shark, nothing? Man?
I think I can answer your question, though. Like, Manny's not interested in animals that are in captivity. So that's why you're not going to see him with big cats, because they're just too hard to track down.
All right. Manny Puig is here tonight. He is the mentor and the muse of the Wild Boys. Chris
makes Tarzan look like a pussy.
Yeah, their hero. Chris Pontius, Steve-O in here.
Aquaman equal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you mixed Tarzan and Aquaman, but they were way radder.
Yeah. It's like he's got a beard and a long hair. It's like Aquaman meets Aqua Lung. Yeah, little Jethro Tull. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. The Wild Boys are here. Chris Pontius, Steve-O, and Manny Puig is here. He is their... I guess he's sort of the wrangler, their muse, their mentor, the father figure. He goes out, he rides sharks, he wrestles bears, he puts alligators to sleep. He's a man amongst men.
He's never been wrong, you know.
He's never been wrong.
He's
got to go. Yeah,
he's the best guy there is, you know.
And so I want to talk about the polar bear.
And he doesn't put out.
Oh, he doesn't.
He doesn't. I mean, the women absolutely flock to Manny.
Oh,
yeah. And you know, he's got this amazing story about this one time he was at a campsite, and this girl invited him into her sleeping bag, and
he wouldn't do it.
Well, she couldn't even get his zipper down, he said, and he exploded.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's true, right, Manny?
Yeah, that is true.
He's a man.
Yes.
Man, he's a passionate, very passionate man.
Oh, no, he's the best.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, for all the women that Manny could get, and I mean, I'm telling you, like, when we go to a nightclub or something like that, like, we put Manny right at the front. He's so recognizable, and he's so people just genuinely love him so much. He could get so many women.
Well,
but how many times have you been laid in the last 2 years, Manny?
Not too often. I do get into it sometimes. I never really plan on it.
Sure.
It kind of happens.
He's more to catch and release.
Yeah, to catch this.
I want to check everybody out, so I made these little shark cards with my name and phone number on them.
Right.
And I hand them to the chicks by the hundreds and thousands. And then I see how many call back.
Is there a picture of you on there with the shark?
Riding a shark,
in the Speedo?
Yeah.
Can I see that?
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna get the card without the number because you're a dude.
Well, no, pass it along to my sister. She's married, but
one's for kids. The Mako Shark is for the kids.
Phone number's for the hot chicks.
Wow, look at that.
And he gives these out all day long.
The kids will be calling you. You know, so I got to get to the hot chicks call, and then a certain percentage of them call, and then you filter it down to see what boils down to like an actual date. And I deal in volume.
I saw it.
Speedo.
I deal in volume.
Yeah, Speedo's painted on. Look at that.
Nice.
But a little better than nice.
Yeah, we finally got Manny into the thongs.
Wow, I'll tell you, Mako Sharks are some of this. Their mouths are the scariest.
Yeah.
They have teeth upon teeth upon teeth.
Well, now all sharks have teeth upon teeth, but the Mako's actual teeth that come out like
looks like a great white, though.
They look identical. But the teeth are different.
They have a smaller head.
The teeth come out horizontally.
Sharper face.
Wow.
These are the teeth of the Mako right here.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like putting it's like a cactus coming at you. Yeah. To me, the animal that looks the cuddliest and it is the most ferocious is the polar bear. Like you see a polar bear on one of these nature channels, you want to jump up and hug it. Like you just want to wrestle it and cuddle with it. I mean, they look sweet. They got those huge paws and that little head, and they're all they lumber along. They got that weird little tail on them. They look sweet, but I hear they're very vicious. But the thing that's crazy about a polar bear is polar bear jumps off the iceberg, swims around in the Arctic frozen water for an hour, and then climbs back up on the iceberg and falls asleep.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Crazy.
How does that work?
What's even crazier than that? When we were in Alaska, they actually had signs up saying that at this time of year, like different plots of land will actually be frozen together by ice.
Right.
And they actually had signs up warning that certain areas are frozen enough that polar bears can come down. Across the ice because it's not water.
Right.
And that's pretty creepy.
And they swim. I think polar bears swim out to sea quite a ways sometimes, looking for food and that stuff.
They're very aquatic. I haven't been with one, but that's the only bear the one bear I'm looking for.
Manny hates cold weather, so
to swimming with.
That Speedo is not going to cut it.
I put on a thick wetsuit.
I'm picturing Manny like a wetsuit Speedo. It's 4 inches thick, but it's the same size.
Covers
nipples, razor hard.
It only covers the vital organ.
Nice. Let me tell you something about Manny. You got that accent, so you can wear a Speedo anywhere. You can wear a Speedo at a funeral.
What is the accent?
Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban.
You can wear a Speedo. That's your license. Like a black guy can wear whatever hat he wants. If you got an accent, you can wear a Speedo. White guy with no accent, we can't do Speedos or crazy hats.
No, right.
We're screwed.
If we do, people call us gay.
Right. Black guy can wear a top hat, no problem.
Yeah.
Guy with an accent can wear a Speedo to a wedding, no questions asked. White guy, we got nothing. We got cutoffs and maybe a yarmulke.
Yeah,
we're
not even allowed to dance, for God's sake.
Yeah, we can't dance. Yeah.
It's not about not being allowed, it's about not being able.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Rob?
Yeah.
Eventually, nature will weed us out.
Yeah, man, he's right. Rob, you're 18?
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Good. What's up?
I have about 10 months sober, and I'm dating a girl who's also on the program. She's got about 7 months sober.
And you say you're 19?
Wow.
I'm
How long sober?
How old are you?
18. He's 18.
And you've been sober how long?
10 months.
10 months.
10 months. And you started dating the girl how long ago?
I've been dating the girl for like 3 months.
All right. So your sobriety is sort of in question, right? You're not supposed to start new relationships for the first year.
Drug of choice?
Right. It's it's a little hard being 18 and not.
Yeah. Understood.
What's the drug of choice?
Speed.
Oh, all right.
Bad time.
How about for your girlfriend?
How old is she? She's 21.
No. What was her drug of choice?
What was her drug of choice? Alcohol, pot.
Okay. All right. And what's your question?
Pretty much my sex drive is non-existent. And this has been something that's arisen in like the past month,
What was the adjective there? Non-existent?
Non-existent.
Oh, non-existent.
Are you on any medication now?
No, I'm on no medication, and I don't know if it, has to
You're
do
certainly
with
not on speed.
Were you on some recently? Had you been on some?
No.
Are you
I haven't been
depressed?
No, I totally, otherwise I feel fine, and I don't know if it's, if it has to do with just, my sobriety or if it has to do with her, but it's we hang out and I'm trying to sleep and she's trying to get laid and it's just,
Are you jerking off thinking about other girls?
No.
Ooh, that could be a problem.
All right, so there's nothing. It's totally abnormal for an 18-year-old not to do it. All right, he sounds depressed.
Yeah.
All right, sounds depressed, but also sounds like maybe this ain't the one for you.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
when you're 18, you've been with someone for a few months, you ain't into screwing them. Maybe it's just nature
change
telling
it
you
up
to
to your
move
varieties,
on.
the spice of life.
We've gone from what to what? What are you guys doing now? What were you doing? What are you doing now?
I mean, we were having sex on a daily basis, and now it's maybe 3 times a week.
If you want to keep the relationship, you can change it up. If she's got a Brazilian waxing going, have her grow a 70s bush.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, he's
It's like being with a stranger.
he's
3
gone
days a week.
That's a high rate still. You've gone
it's
from
fine.
Oh, man.
He's
God,
tired.
I feel so fortunate.
Yeah, you've gone from a new
jerk off 3
relationship
times in a
to
row.
a established relationship, basically.
Yeah. Look, everyone does this thing. First off, you bang the bejesus out of everyone you meet. That's the whole plan.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what
That's
happened
what
with
Steve does.
But that's what the hermaphrodite and Steve-O, that's what happened. What are you going to do?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Living.
You have to sort of bang the last guy out of them. I hate to say it, but it's like a rag that needs rinsing and lots of rinsing and squeezing and soaping. You have to have so much sex with them that you actually knock the last penis out of them. You do that at the beginning. Plus, a new broom sweeps clean, as they say. You're anxious. You know, it's like your first day on the job.
Right.
Eventually, you settle into a rhythm, and that's a couple days a week, and that's fine.
That's perfect. It's not,
But you can't compare yourself at month 8 to week 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
you guys got to try some of that freaky stuff.
Hey, I love Twinkies, man, but I can't live on just Twinkies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but he will put his cream filling inside another guy. I'll tell you that.
Well, okay.
Jessica? Jessica.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the hooker therapist that called us 2 months
the
ago?
one you guys didn't like very much.
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't we like it?
I like you,
it's
but-
not about liking you. Oh, it's not about liking you. It's a
All right, don't try
it's
to
the boundary
talk to her.
issues.
All right, do you have a... quiet. Okay.
All right.
Ask your shark question.
Yes, I have a question about, I've been learning to surf, and there's a place in Mexico where I go down, and it's in the Bay of Banderas. And my friends, a bunch of guys that I surf with, tell me that it's totally safe there and that there aren't sharks because there's like a coral reef with dolphins, and that dolphins are aggressors towards sharks. So I've been believing this.
No.
I go down
That's not true.
Manny says no.
Being a surfer that gets attacked by a shark is like winning the lottery, you know?
So it's very rare.
Very rare.
Right.
Dolphins and sharks hunt together. A lot of times, some of the sharks actually eat the dolphins, but we have a video of a confrontation between sharks and dolphins. It was a black-tip shark. It's a small shark, and it's actually the shark attacks the most people right now, and they push the dolphins back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they went into a frenzy, the dolphins didn't want no part of their frenzy, and they back off of that atrocity.
No, it's really it's really the dolphins are the college students and the sharks are like the gangbangers. You know?
Exactly.
I mean,
They're smarter and they go, we don't want
you're on
no
fire,
part.
Drew, on fire.
Yeah, you're really that was
but
smart.
You got
You're
some
very smart.
gangbangers all
Adam. I'm drunk.
beaked up on Colt 45. You're not going to have this guy, he's smarter than him. He's going to outwit him. I'll tell you what smart gets you. I'm getting the F away from this nut job.
Walk away.
Right.
You are so right about that. That's exactly the way it is, and you picked up on it real quick. You're smart about that.
I'm smart as a dolphin.
And
maybe smarter.
Surfers are #1 shark attack victim, and the best place in the world to get attacked by
winning the lottery.
if you're a surfer, to get attacked by shark is off New Smyrna Beach in Florida.
Oh, really?
That is shark attack
but
capital
this woman
of the
is
world.
saying, though, that she's not worrying because of the reef and the dolphins, so that's just completely ridiculous.
No, she can't get attacked there by a shark.
Yeah, but Mexico is not waters that you hear a lot about shark attacks in, is it?
Is she on the Atlantic or, on the...
Are you on the Gulf side?
Or the Pacific?
On the Pacific side, West Coast, but I also surf in Washington, and I know there are great whites here, but it's really infrequent that there are attacks here.
The vibe I get is that all the surfer dudes are just trying to get this girl killed by sharks.
Yeah. Actually, probably get her to Mexico and have a little group sex with her.
No, they don't know that I do that. That's kind of my secret thing.
Yeah, listen, anytime anyone invites you to Mexico,
Camp.
we're pitching a tent in Mexico. Come on down. Yeah, just, the boys,
when
bottle
I'm
tequila.
When I'm diving with sharks, when we're chumming, we're surrounded by tons of huge sharks. I'm not afraid at all, but when I'm surfing, I'm constantly so scared.
Yeah,
you just look like prey.
Exactly. A diver can defend himself against the sharks way better than a surfer. A surfer can't even see the shark.
Do sharks see color? Because my feeling is, and here's what I'm saying.
Is that why they wear all these clothes?
I'm not saying they're racist. What I'm saying is they always do that thing where the shark thinks it's eating its favorite food, but it's really eating a guy from Newport Beach. It thinks it's eating a seal, but it's eating a guy in a black wetsuit who's essentially disguised himself as a seal with this black wetsuit.
Well,
why not wear an orange wetsuit or one with candy cane stripe
people
on
will
it?
think you're gay.
better gay than
I will
being
give
eaten.
you an answer on that.
Better gay than lunch. Is that
certain sharks are not prone to eating human flesh, and they attack people thinking there was something else, and then they spit them out.
Right.
But certain sharks are man-eaters and will attack the person to eat it for what it is.
And once the shark has just discovered that it doesn't want to eat you, then you still bleed to death anyway.
But one shark will actually hit you again and again because it's actually eating you. And
what about that many years ago they had this theory that the wetsuit that was striped like the venomous sea snake would prevent the sharks from attacking?
I don't really believe in any of those things. I mean, I don't think it doesn't matter what it is.
The way it works out, you're no matter what color you are, you're still a silhouette.
Right. Yeah, right. The sharks, they know one thing. They usually like to attack when you're not looking at them. So a surfer is more helpless. They're a predator looking for easy prey, not a confrontation.
Right.
So most people get attacked. They don't even see the shark coming. It's a sudden surprise, and that's the way it is. If you face a shark off, then it's already a standoff, and then you go at him, and he goes, wait a minute, this thing is more of a predator.
Yeah, because they don't want to get an eye gouged out or something. They got to live to eat again. This is not the only afternoon
in the wild, animals get a flesh wound, even fish get a flesh wound. That could be fatal. The infections and things. I mean, it's not like we live in a society where they can get things
Especially
treated.
when they see Steve-O and that big penis tattoo. They're like, oh, fat.
Thank God microbiology doesn't apply to humans.
You have a great understanding of animal behavior. I can see.
Kimosabe, yes. Thank you, my friend. We could go out chumming for chicks in Speedos later on tonight.
Well, I've been setting beaver traps all over Hollywood.
That's a lot of fun.
Maybe Manny would like to speak to Chief Thunderbear.
No.
Relative.
No, I'm too tired. I got a nice buzz going anyway. All right, the Wild Boys here tonight, as well as Manny.
On fire tonight, yes!
Manny the Shark Man, by the way. Yeah. All right, we will take a quick break. By the way, if Manny came over and he just stood next to my dad, I'd look at my dad and I'd just kick him right in the nuts and spit on him and go, you call yourself a man? Look at Manny. Look at him in his beautiful Christmas Speedo. Brought a gift.
Shark's teeth around his neck.
Shark tooth around his neck. Look at you in your crappy cardigan sweater.
And your elbow pads.
Oh, what kind of man are you? All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Yeah. Ready?
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. We got the Wild Boys in here tonight. MTV2 big premiere coming up on the 11th of March. That is this Friday. And we got Manny Puig in here. He is the Shark Man. Manny regaling us with all sorts of interesting stories. I love the ocean. I'm intrigued by it. I love anything that comes out of the ocean. And I love like a giant grouper. Ever see a big sea bass, like a 500-pound grouper floating around? And he's pulling something out of his wallet. He dated one for a while in the 80s. I mean, here's the thing about...
Manny carries around laminated pictures of his best stuff.
You know what
I love it.
You know what I love about...
Pass it around.
I love show them off to the girls.
The thing I love about the grouper, oh my God.
Let's see this, come on.
It's bigger, it's size of, it's bigger than Oprah. Oh my God, look at that grouper.
That's a Goliath grouper.
The thing that's cool about a grouper is it's a bass, right?
Yeah, it's a giant sea bass.
So it's like a bass is a bass could be 11 inches and 5 ounces, or a bass could be 750 pounds.
Yeah, that one there is close to 400 pounds.
Are these super deep though?
Yeah, but I brought them to the surface. They're not that deep. That one's in 40 feet of water. But you know how I caught that fish? The other one, both of them.
They're different
with
fish.
My hands.
Yeah,
they're two different. No. I went grouper fishing without a spear, without a hook, or anything.
He sticks his arm down its throat, and then it latches onto its arm, and he just thinks to himself, I hope this doesn't hold me for more than 5 minutes and 35 seconds.
He doesn't stick his arm down his throat. He holds his arm in front of it, and it grabs his arm.
Wow. Oh, really? Are they aggressive?
And he just comes up bleeding like crazy.
You follow them around, and they start making this booming sound. It's like a bark telling you, get away.
Right.
And he can swim faster than you, but he'll swim off, and then you get near him again, and he goes boom again, and you do it
and Manny says, "You're coming with
times.
me."
Usually, and then he'll go into his cave, and you go in there, you get face to face with him, keep your face away from him because he'll bite your head, and then I hold my arm in front of him and wait. It's so fast. Next thing you know, your arm's in his mouth, and then I reach around and grab the gill plate and hold to the inside of his mouth and start to. It's like my arm's a bait. And then I struggle with the fish.
The rest of his life wondering.
And I like to do everything natural and primitives. So so that is like a world record, the biggest fish ever.
Do you take it out of the water, or you just...
No, bring it to the surface, hold it there for video, pictures, and then release him.
450 pounds.
Bring him up for a photo op.
It was about 380 to 400.
Wow. All right, we got to take another break. Unfortunately, we'll be right back after this.
1-800-LOVE-191. Call Loveline.
Loveline, no time left. Mike has been on hold for 141 minutes and 20 seconds, which is a new record. Mike.
Hey.
Sorry about the hold thing. I got all distracted with the Wild Boys here, and of course my new lover Manny. Yeah, we got to talk to you tomorrow, but we will talk to you first.
Hey, I can read the screen, dude, and it says you have heavy addiction on both sides of your family. You already drink. Are you at risk? You're totally at risk, dude. I have massive amounts of alcoholism in my family, and at a very early age, I just decided, that to just let nature take its course and just be good at it, Just get good at drinking.
Let genes be destiny.
Very good. All right.
Exactly.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey,
hold on.
Let's get to this.
I got a little more to tell you.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Drew's going to take a little different direction than let nature take its course. I want to thank Chris and, of course, Steve-O and our new best friend Manny for coming in here, the Shark Man.
Thanks, guys. It's awesome being on again.
Can we just take this one call?
No, we're out of time.
Okay, well, this girl, listen to the show tomorrow.
MTV2, everybody. And until next time, it's Adam Cole for Dr. Drew saying... Yeah?
This girl's been masturbating since the age of 7.
Right.
Is that bad? No! No.
She's totally cool.
This is Adam Cole for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Annie Gold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.